Greetings, Internet. It's been a little while since I've posted, as I wanted to have something to chat about, not just make a video for the sake of making videos. It's the end of the first riding season with the W800. Here in New England, autumn temperatures are dropping, wet leaves are on the road, and wildlife is coming out of hiding for mating season. Deer and moose specifically. We're not entirely sure we're 100% done with riding season, but it did seem like a good time to talk about a wrap-up on the W800 for the first season. Just in case you didn't follow the previous videos, I bought a brand new 2020 Kawasaki W800 in June 2022 with 12 miles on the clock. Although we have multiple motorcycles in our garage, the W800 has been my primary mode of two-wheel transportation this summer. Modifications I've made to the W800 are as follows. 30mm bar risers to bring the handlebars at a more comfortable level and erasing almost all of the lean forward angle. I'm 5'8" or 173 centimeters tall, so a taller rider may not like or require the bar risers. A square fly screen in polished aluminum or aluminium from Omega Racer. This does provide some wind protection, but it's very minimal and mostly for cosmetic purposes. A 7-inch headlamp visor, which to be honest is purely cosmetic and provides an even further throwback to the classic styling of this beautiful motorcycle. Talked a lot in previous videos about wanting to change out the tires on the W800 and found it very limited to replacement tires. And I mean very limited. There are 3 tire sets where both front and rear tire belong to the same set from same manufacturer that can go on the W800. And that's including the Dunlops that came from factory. My first alternative is the Michelin Road Classic, link is in the description, which frankly seems to be the top choice of tire to go to from the Dunlops. The Road Classics claim 50% more wet grip than the previous generation, increased cornering and straight line stability than the previous generation, and approved on iconic motorcycle models. I think that means the beautiful classic bikes like the W800. The W800 community feedback is that it fixes many of the Dunlop issues, including seam tracking, road irregularity steering interference, more confident lean angles, and much better grip in the wet. The second set is the Bridgestone Battle Axe Adventure Cross AX41, which boasts, with its 40% on-road, 60% off-road design, the Adventure Cross AX41 tire is ready to take you as far from the beaten path as you wish. And with its proprietary tread pattern design, compound, and high cross-sectional area, off-road traction is better than ever. The tread blocks feature even wear design and have improved the performance on-road by reducing block deformation. There are plenty of dirt roads where I live, so this may be a more practical option than the Michelin Road Classic. However, I already have a motorbike that is purpose-built as an adventure bike. Another thing I've talked a lot about replacing is the seat. Although the stock seat looks right on the motorcycle, even after breaking it in this year, still lasts me about 3 hours before getting saddle sore. As of the time I'm recording this, November 2022, there are no replacement seats from Mustang, Corbin, or Sargent. Not even Kawasaki that are geared toward comfort or touring-capable seats. The only comfort seat that I found is also from Omega Racer, and I believe this will be the one that I get. I was originally thinking the Corbin saddle, as they are highly customizable, and I have experienced breaking in the Corbin saddle. They are a very firm saddle, and getting a long haul seat out of it. A bit disappointed that they still don't have a W800 option, but with the low sales of the W800s in the USA, it's understandable. So after the first season, only 5 months riding the W800, I have some insights. It's an amazing retro motorcycle. Looks 100% absolutely beautiful in my opinion. And even with the modern amenities, including the LED lighting, it is often mistaken for a 1960s motorcycle. The sound of the bike is exactly what I want it to be. It's not loud, and it has that fantastic sound. I am not under the delusion that loud pipes save lives. Those who may subscribe to that myth and those who just prefer louder exhaust may find the stock pea shooter pipes to be a bit quiet. The W800 reminds me of my 1972 BMW R75/5, which is the shorter wheelbase model of the R75 from BMW, as the W800 feels compact and almost vanishes underneath the rider. It has the same feeling of steering and leaning of the R75/5, with very similar horsepower ratings, approximately 50 horsepower, and weight, approximately 500 pounds. The R75 was my first big bike, and the feelings I get from riding the W800 are so full of nostalgia that it already has a special place in my motorcycling experience. Common complaints about the W800 are the brakes. I do find they are adequate and with ABS very predictable and efficient. The tires, which I addressed earlier. The seat, which I personally think Kawasaki should offer a well-engineered comfort seat. And power, as modern bikes of this displacement can make double the horsepower of this bike. If you are thinking of buying a W800, my advice to you is this: go ride one. If you can get a longer ride, 30 miles or so, I recommend that. You'll either decide against it, or like I was, be excited when you return that you end up getting one. It's a fabulous 2-lane highway retro motorcycle. It has a beautiful, unusual motor, fantastic paint, gobs of chrome and steel. Nostalgia is so very strong with this motorbike. I can't even find the right words to communicate how much. So there we go. End of first season. I hope you enjoyed the video and will consider giving it a like and possibly subscribing to the channel. Keep the shiny side up. Cheers.